Yo, what's up, boys? Something that, a couple of my Discord members are struggling with is overcomplication, right? Overcomplication in trading can quite literally fuck you up. And I've been trying to, get the point across to them to, as much it is, it's fun, like, thinking, that you're smart as hell and shit like that. Because, I mean, obviously the majority of us have been in that position if you are, experienced in trading, that you've been doing it for a while. And that's something that I did a lot in the beginning is overcomplicate the absolute shit out of trading. When in reality, once you learn all these concepts that ICT teaches, and this doesn't even have to apply to ICT, but once you learn the concepts and how they work, pick a few concepts, one or two concepts, at the most three, at the very most three, that you consistently use on a daily basis. And I promise you, doing that and sticking to only one or two time frames, the amount of, I guess you would say clarity, it will improve so much, right? Because the second I stopped caring about the daily, the 4 hour, the 50 minute, hourly, all these time frames, when I'm in reality trading on the 1 minute, executing on the 1 minute, you don't need to know the daily buy, the daily time frame, what's happening on the daily. You don't need to know that. Again, everything is fractal. So what's happening on the daily. If you tap into a daily fair value gap, a daily bullish fair value gap, and you're trying to look for a trade on the 1 minute, anything can happen within that daily SIBI or daily bullish fair value gap. Right, on that 1 minute, anything can happen. Okay, we can be fully bearish for the entire day within the daily bullish fair value gap. If that makes any sense. Again, everything is fractal. So daily doesn't really fucking matter. 4 hour matters if the 4 hour fair value gap is tapped. You're expecting a 15-minute market maker model, so that can help with high time frame bias. But that's not 4 hour. That's not helping you with a 1 minute execution, really. Okay, so I'm trying to tell him to focus on one or two time frames, 15-minute, and the 1 minute for execution. That's all I've used, because I've learned that, because I used to use a bunch of different time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour, all this stuff. And I would have a bias on each and every single different time frames. And that's what all the gurus tell you to do. They all tell you to do a top-down analysis. But I promise you, you do not need to do that. It is because you're creating a bias for almost every single time frame. Okay? So then you go into, the time frame that you're going to execute on, maybe the 1 minute, maybe the 5 minute, and you're like, okay, so now what? Because I have, three time frames saying that I'm bearish and two time frames saying I'm bullish. It makes no sense. And I was always wondering, dude, I'm watching all these videos on how to find my daily bias, but they're all saying for me to do this, and none of it's working, because everything's conflicted. Okay, this is really how you actually find your daily bias. I will put it, I'll soon enough release a video on it, or I'll put it in my mentorship when I make one. But yeah, but you just need to stick with a few time frames, and I promise you, it will go such a long way, right? You want to overcomplicate everything when you first trade. You want to make it sound like you're very, very smart and you know exactly where the market's going because of this, that, this, and that. I promise you, you can call out a few levels in the market based on one or two time frames, and you're fucking right. That's even better. All right, so I'm gonna go more depth with it real quick with y'all boys. Give me a second. And explain pretty much what I've went through as well. So this was me. This was fucking me. Does it say the date? February 8th of 2024. Alright. And y'all can probably see a lot of shit wrong in this video. I am absolutely overcomplicating everything. Right? I'm paying attention to market maker buy models. Paying attention to, I think this is a consequent, or the quarters of a random ass 1 minute or 4 hour order block. SMT at the lows. Low risk fair value gap. I don't need to know that. I just need to know it's a fair value gap. Market structure shift. Fucking, this is a 1 minute inversion. This little box is a 1 minute inversion. I am focusing on every little small detail, but you do not need to know that. I promise you. Once you actually get extremely experienced and you're fully profitable, yes, you can start, getting more in depth and more in detail to have precise entries. But, a lot of us that are we're on we're really struggling with our trading. You need to simplify your trading, and I promise you, what would you rather live in? A absolutely trashed house with a bunch of random shit everywhere, or a very clean, a very simple modern house? Which one? Obviously the modern house. Okay. So again, this is, further proving my point that, having a clear mind going into trading, having a clear mind with your bias on the one specific time frame, because all I use is the 15-minute. 15-minute is my bias time frame. That's the only time frame I use to find my bias. Okay, and if I'm expecting something to happen and it fails to happen because of something else happens, something is disrespected and my bias is proven wrong, then it's okay. Okay, but if I'm focused on every single time frame, I have multiple biases, that's only going to hold me back. Because if I'm bullish on 3 time frames and the other 2 I'm bearish, both scenarios I can be right. If I'm bullish, it truly is bullish on 3 of the time frames, then I'm saying, okay, I was right today, I did a good job. But the other 2 time frames, you were bearish. So it's all very messed up. So as you can see, yes, I was overcomplicating it like crazy. And this summer when I started to really just focus on being extremely simple in my trading, is when the most progression started to begin to happen. Okay, and I mean, as simple as it is, dude, because I don't really understand how to really explain it to y'all. It's kind of like this. Let's just go to the weekly. So if you're using the daily time frame, I'm gonna say this is the weekly, but this is extremely high time frame, right? And you're wanting to execute on the 1 minute. I'm on the weekly, and we just tapped into a weekly BISI right here. Okay, so does that mean every single day of that week you're short? No. Okay, so exactly what this means is that, okay, so again, going back to the weekly, this basically was hit. So weekly time frame, I'm bullish. Daily time frame, might be bearish. All this other shit. Okay, that's just stacking it up and up. There's no point in knowing all of that information. You just need to focus on one time frame that's really going to help you intraday if you're trading intraday. And that time frame is the hourly and the 15-minute. That's all you fucking need. I don't even use the hourly. I use the 15-minute. So today, going in today, Monday, so really low probability. But we had super smooth Asia highs, right? SMT. These really obvious 15-minute SIBIs, right? And I wanted to see the top one inversed. Right when it was inversed, expecting buy side to be taken. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. Bullish today because of that, and my bias was correct. But if I decided to look at the 4 hour and see that we were inside this 4 hour SIBI, I might have been bearish. So I wasn't looking for shorts because of that. Okay, and that was proven wrong because New York AM session pushed up, targeted buy side. So y'all boys just need to stop focusing on every little thing, every little time frame. I promise you, when you get to the point of where you're simplifying everything you're trading, it changes fucking everything. Because your mindset is not so cluttered anymore, right? You're not focusing on every little PD rate, every little time frame, every little area of liquidity, like looking for, okay, I'm expecting this low to be taken right here. This is just a random ass low, bro. Focus on obvious liquidity. Going in today, I was focused on bullish price action, obviously, because we had all these smooth highs, and I was expecting this low or this low, because these are the most obvious pools of liquidity. I was expecting this low or this low to get swept and form SMT at, which is the manipulation for the day, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. That's all I was focusing on. And once I saw this SMT form right here at this low, all I did, I wasn't going on every single time frame. 4 hour, what's going on the 4 hour? Don't need to know that shit. All I need to know is when these two SIBIs, 15-minute SIBIs, inverse, going on the 1 minute, looking for longs. That is it. I'm not doing some crazy scientific shit. It's all experience. But I promise y'all, if y'all can just simplify your trading, you will be at the destination that you want to be so much fucking quicker. I promise y'all, boys. So hope y'all got something helpful out of this video. Just stop overcomplicating shit. I promise you, it will fuck you up in the long run. Learn the concepts that you're wanting to learn, because you're a beginner trader. Obviously, you're going to be consuming a lot of different shit. It's very overwhelming at first, but once you actually finish all the content consumption, you want to pick 1 or 2 concepts for your entry strategy. Right? That's all I use. I'm not looking at this breaker block. I'm not looking at fucking random shit. This rejection block. I'm not looking at this rejection block. All this bullshit. Like, I don't need to know that. Yes, each one works, but again, overcomplicating will kill your profitability. It will kill your chances of becoming a profitable trader. So all I care about, SMT, and inversion fair value gaps. That's all I care about. Right, obviously fair value gaps as well, like for bias, but I don't take trades off of fair value gaps. Inversions, SMT. That's all I fucking need. And then experience, obviously, with liquidity and where it's going. So hopefully this video has helped y'all boys out today. A bit of kind of everywhere, but shit. Yeah. So if y'all want to join the Discord below, holy shit. If y'all want to join in the Discord below, it'll be in the description. It's called Creed. We have free analysis. We have a few analysts in there as well. They're killing it. And I got free Notion templates in there as well, talking about ICT concepts and breaking them down and what I understand when I was learning the mentorships with these different concepts, as well as psychology tips. So if y'all want to join down there, that'll be in the description. Work hard, assert creed, and insist improvement. I will see y'all boys later. Peace out.